Oh man, a Bitcoin summit at the White House. When are you people going to learn Twitter, crypto Twitter, getting excited, thinking that Trump and this crypto summit on Friday is gonna pump their bags? Meanwhile, Bitcoin struggling to break important resistance here, back down at 88K. Are we making too much of this crypto summit? That is what I'm going to break down. For those who aren't familiar, Trump has called the first ever crypto summit tomorrow at the White House, and he's invited some heavy hitters. Despite that, Bitcoin ran up today, up towards 93K earlier in the session. But since then, as America has awoken, back down, sitting here at 88K, struggling to break the daily EMA resistance. But now, online, retail have moved their attention to the next thing that's going to pump our bags. Because if it wasn't going to be the Bitcoin halving, if it wasn't going to be Michael Saylor doing this, if it wasn't going to be the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, now it's going to be this summit, right? Now it's going to be this big summit tomorrow, which is going to suddenly drive us past 100,000 on Bitcoin and get us really excited. Look, don't get it twisted. Do I think this crypto summit, which we're going to get into, is bullish? Yes, it's bullish. But right now, I do not want you to be liquidation fodder. There has been too much volatility in this crypto market recently, and that is because people are getting too excited on short-term narratives, and they're forgetting about the medium to long-term narrative. If you're serious about building wealth in crypto, not grabbing a quick buck here and there, you're going to miss out on opportunities simply because you're going to get wrecked in leverage. Look at these crazy wicking candles. This is you getting wrecked. These are big billion-dollar days for market makers, for exchanges, taking your precious money, when instead you should be buying long, buying at this pullback, and waiting for longer-term returns. Now, what's going on tomorrow? The big players in the crypto space in America are being called into the White House for a summit. Remember, Trump has come in and he has said, I want to be a leading player in digital assets, right? He wants the US to be a leading player in the digital assets. And in order to do that, he needs to forge relationships with these guys, right? These are the biggest players in the industry. Let's go through them one by one. And he wants to start creating deals, putting in partnerships, and medium to long term. This is really bullish, right? This is good for the space because it's more business, more biz dev, more partnerships, more money flowing in, more investments. It's good. Is it going to pump your bag tomorrow? No. Chances are you're going to walk into buy the rumor, sell the news. It's going to be an anticlimax tomorrow, and then you're going to get wrecked. Even if we do get a pump to the upside, you're going to be too late. It's going to be the experienced traders and the experienced market makers who are then going to flush out the liquidity and take back all those profits anyway. So stay clear. If you want to buy spot on pullbacks, buy spot on pullbacks, but don't play a game you're not equipped to play. That is when you're going to get wrecked. So you've got Trump, of course, tomorrow. You've got Bo Hines, David Sachs. Those are the representatives from the White House. Then we go down to Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple. You've got Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy. You've got Paolo, who's the CTO over at Tether for USDT. You've got Kyle Samani, Multicoin Capital's chief. Kathy Wood from ARK Invest. You've got Charles Hodgkinson for Cardano. Anatoly from Solana. Vitalik from Ethereum. Nat Ellison from Ondo. Mark Andreessen from A116Z. Paul Atkins, the new SEC chair. Brian Armstrong from Coinbase. And CZ, formerly the CEO of Binance. Heavy hitters, right? However you want to call it. These are the heavy hitters in the crypto space. And it's going to be great to put them into a room. I mean, even if you think about it, even if there's no partnerships with Trump, which of course there will be, it's great for these guys to connect with one another, right? Unfortunately, crypto has become this thing where it's really remote and you find yourself people not supporting each other. It's great for them to physically meet, let these top CEOs meet, let them see if there's any synergies and opportunities for them to work on exciting things for this new cycle. And that's how the crypto space is going to grow. But my warning for you guys right now is this market is still sitting in extreme fear. Last week we were at 10, we're back at 25 now here on Bitcoin. But ultimately, these are the moments when we need to work, right? When the market's really greedy and really frothy, there's nothing to do. When you've got these nasty wicking candles coming into an area of support, like the EMA ribbon here, the weekly EMA ribbon, these are the moments I want to be buying the dip. Now, I'm only nibbling. I'm not throwing the kitchen sink at Bitcoin and altcoins right now. No, I can still feel that there may be a little bit more pain. Again, remember, my call was from 72 to 74. We already wicked down to 78. I just have a sneaky suspicion we may want to wick down again. If we don't, that's fine. I'm already nibbling. It's not like I'm waiting fully until we come to perfect 72 before I buy. No, I'm nibbling. I'm starting to take small little purchases. I'm just not throwing all my cash at the problem right now. In case there's a bigger pullback, I want to still have some more cash on the sidelines ready to buy the dip of the dip of the dip. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And again, what's the risk to return here? I mean, even if you're buying on these pullbacks here, looking just to get back to the previous all-time high at 109,000, it's a 40% gain. And ultimately, long-term investors understand that. And if you do the same thing on your favorite altcoins, right? Let's just go down to Sonic here, which a lot of people are talking about, particularly in my community. Same thing. If you're buying that there and just riding it up to the high you just had a couple of weeks ago, it's 80% return. And that's what you've got to learn to do. Buy from positions of strength. Buy when the market is panicking. Buy when the market is overreacting to things, and enjoy the return to the upside, right? Not doing the opposite, which is chasing the top of these candles up here. That's foolishness. Who's chasing the top of this wick at the top here? You're obviously going to get short sold from these periods. Buy from strength. And if we take that over back to Bitcoin, same thing. Buying from strength and trying to build some support. Now, incidentally, when you come back to the daily chart, you can see where the resistance is lying, right? The EMA ribbon is acting like tough resistance right now, and it's going to need a catalyst for us to get it back above it. Tomorrow could be that catalyst, right? We'll need a daily candle close above 94.4. It's possible. It's possible. It will need a big day tomorrow. I mean, assuming we close the day today roughly at these levels, we'd need to get at least a 6% move, 6.5% move tomorrow for us to get back above that. Of course it's possible. On the day that Trump announced the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, we had a 10% move. Is tomorrow going to be as exciting as that? I don't think so, right? I think it's going to be a little bit anticlimactic. I think some people are going to get wrecked in their positions. Don't expect so much from these events, guys. I think that's ultimately what's holding us back here on crypto, is we have unprecedented amounts of liquidations, right? We have too many liquidations going on in this market. It creates these volatile wicks. It gets us wrecked to the upside. It gets us wrecked to the downside. I mean, if you just look at the last 24 hours, $250 million on an unseemingly day, right? On not a crazy day for crypto, 250 million, which is $250 million, has just gone back to market makers, right? Has gone out of your pocket, back to market makers, and not in any particular direction. 150 of that were longs and 120 million of that were shorts. It's wrecking you in either direction. These volatile candles only benefit those market makers. So please, if you're looking to do something, do it in spot. Now is not the time to be taking risky 50, 100x leverage trades, pissing into the wind, so to speak. You're going to get yourself messed up. So take a little bit of a cautionary approach, particularly look at this. Look at today was a great example, right? We were up so nicely in the morning when I woke up here Dubai time, sitting pretty close to 93,000, and now you're back down to 88. You're getting $5,000 swings on Bitcoin per day easily. And again, that's not benefiting you. It's just wrecking you. It's benefiting the big boys who are summing it all up into this liquidation and putting it in their pocket. You've got to buy and hold. You've got to buy from opportunities of strength, and you've got to have conviction. You've got to believe in a narrative, whether that's Bitcoin getting to 150, 200, 250, whatever your narrative is, just buy the Satoshis, funnel it away, do the same for your favorite altcoins, and come back later. If you want more real insights like this, not chasing 1000x gems and all this kind of meme coin stuff, then make sure you subscribe to my second channel. I've put out a second channel. It's going to have less frill, less kind of, bells and whistles, but it's just going to be pure alpha. Me talking to you, giving you the real insights of how people actually build wealth in crypto. Make sure you go subscribe there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.